It is.
We're on. It's called to order this regular meeting of the Ruidoso Downs City Council. Today is Monday, August the 10th. The time is 5:30. Mr. Hannah, would you lead us on the pledge of allegiance, please?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice.
Counselor Lacewell. Here. Counselor Taylor.
Here.
Counselor Gutierrez. Here. Counselor Cross.
Here.
Mayor for.
I would entertain a motion for the approval of the agenda.
I'll make that motion for approval of the agenda.
Well, a second.
I'll second. Counselor Lacewell. Aye. Counselor Gutierrez. Aye. Counselor Proctor.
Aye.
Counselor Taylor.
Aye.
Would entertain a motion for the approval of these consent agenda.
Mayor, I would make a motion to approve consent agenda with the modification to minutes. There's clerical stuff that needs to be amended on the minutes.
Do we need to elaborate for the record
Want me to stumble through it?
or? Second.
Counselor Taylor, you're able to read through the amendments, or we can add the amendments as an exhibit to the tonight's minute.
Briefly under, in the minutes, under unfinished business. The second paragraph there says counselor with no name moved to approve kennel facilities and so forth. The clerk has recommended that be struck out in the lower paragraph be placed in that line. Like I said, clerical error. She's modified it on my copy here, so we can use that.
So it'll be the exhibit for the next meeting. And I have the second as well.
That's all for that.
Counselor Gutierrez. Aye. Counselor Taylor.
Aye.
Counselor Lacewell. Aye. Counselor Proctor.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Okay. Next item up would be public comments. Is there anyone in the audience that would like to speak? Okay, seeing none. Next item would be councilors' comments. Councilors? Mr. Curtis?
I have heard great things about the event this weekend, all positive. Everybody came out and showed. And, as well as, we have the Fresh Stop food runner, the food bank has been here today and it's been here for the past few months. They are wishing to continue and they're happy to provide for the families that need.
So you want to give times and
We don't currently have a time yet, but as soon as I get it, we'll have it posted and everybody is welcome to participate.
nicely. Thank you.
And we've got a brief update on the clinic. From Mrs. Mary Alice. She sent an email. The clinic's pretty much ready to go. Furniture is in. Exam rooms are complete. We have a small lab. Yard is striped for parking. Electricity and water are connected. We're interviewing a nurse practitioner next week and a medical assistant next week. And then we're pretty much ready to go. We still do not have the license from the state. They've been reviewing the application, but nothing is approved yet. They want for us to give a life safety code report to them. We've done that. We have sent that in, waiting to have that approved. That's about it. They're waiting on the state to give final approval. Y'all have anything to add to that?
No, I think all we're just waiting on is the state permit.
Thanks for the update. Good.
Councilor Terrace and Councilor Taylor for the insight on the food truck stuff, and everything, and within the medical center over there. I think that's a good thing that the public needs to know about.
Good information.
Thank you.
Councilor Lacewell, do you have anything?
No, thank you, sir.
Okay. Moving on to mayor's comments. Well, Ms. Gutierrez stole my thunder, so. We had our first annual party in the park this weekend, and it was a huge success. Lots of sun, some of us are showing signs of that today, I'm sure, but, overall, it was a fantastic event, and I'm hoping that we can, attract it back and more, to come. The more we utilize the park, the better it's, known within the community. I, would like to extend a thank you to, all of the personnel that assisted, came out and helped and worked and made it that success. So you guys did a phenomenal job. Thank you. All right, moving on to new business. Each item listed will be for discussion and possible action. A would be approval of the interdepartmental transfer of unused funds from streets cap out vehicle to streets cap out equipment for the purchase of equipment in the amount of $285,000.
I'll make a motion on item A. Have state on there.
All second.
I have a second. Bill, you're up, sir.
Mayor and members of council. With the grapple truck, it was picked up by the state, so the state covered those expenses. So that would leave that 285 in our budget streets. And I would like to use that money to purchase another piece of equipment, a road widener, which helps us backfill curves and patch potholes and different things. Along with that, we have a lowboy trailer that was given to us by the county for free. It needs tires and decking, which is gonna run probably close to 20,000 to get it fixed. So I'd like to use some money for that. And lastly, if there's enough money left over, I would like to replace the bathrooms at All American Park. That this weekend, my guys were there for 14 hours pumping manholes and whatnot because that bathroom was never built correctly. There's a belly in the sewer line, so it constantly clogs. Just not a good thing. So if we could get a new bathroom put in there that had time locks and stuff for nighttime to lock it up, try to keep people out of it and sleeping in it, and I think it'd be good for the park.
You have the time clocks or time blocks and being able to deny access after hours.
Yes.
Mayor, question. Mr. Jarvis, do you currently have a road widener?
No,
We don't know.
nothing. We tried to get one probably 3 or 4 years ago, and then at the time we needed another piece of equipment. Ended up transferring over.
What happens when you need one? What you recommend?
We right now it's taking 4 or 5 guys about 2 weeks to shovel the dirt,
Oh,
and this is something that can be done in a day or two with
Right.
this.
for efficiency.
Yes,
And as far as bathrooms, would it be the same size, spot?
it's probably the same spot. We'll probably build it up a little higher in elevation because it's central to the park. You know, the bathrooms are very expensive. We did this a couple of years. In 19, we went out to bid and the quotes were like $600 a square foot. These are prefab concrete. We literally do the dirt work stuff, the utilities, and Crane sets the building down, just like Riverside.
Okay.
The one at Riverside was about 90,000 for a single occupancy.
Mhm.
A one that has double on both sides, we're looking at about 180,000.
And is that what you're looking at, a double occupancy?
Yes, I think we need more restrooms.
Thank you.
Any other questions?
Counselor Lacewell? Aye. Counselor Proctor?
Aye.
Counselor Yubich?
Hi.
Counselor Taylor?
Thank you very much.
All right, folks, bear with me. This one's long. Item D would be approval of resolution number 2026-18. A resolution calling for the submission of general obligation bond questions to all qualified voters at the general election to be held on November 3rd, 2026. For the purpose of voting on the issuance of general obligation bonds in an aggregate principal amount of $2,500,000. Describing the purpose to which the bond proceeds would be expended providing for the filing of the election resolution with the Lincoln County Clerk, authorizing and directing the officers and employees of the city to coordinate with and assist the Lincoln County Clerk with respect to the election. Prescribing other details in connection with such election and bonds, and ratifying action previously taken in connection therewith.
Mayor, I make the motion on item B as stated. By the-
Come on.
You want to read that again?
No,
Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Go ahead, sir.
Mayor and Councilor, my name is Mark Onwilla. I'm Managing Principal of Bosque Advisors. We're serving as your bond advisor for the general obligation bonds if they're passed by voters. As my colleagues talked about last time they were here, this election would not increase taxes. So the opportunity for the city is to take this voters, get approval with their support to apply to any infrastructure projects that you would have in the community. Chris Muirhead, who's your bond attorney, is online. We'll turn it over to him on the legal side of this. And what they have crafted, your bond attorneys, has been broad authority for the city to use these funds if voters approve them for general core infrastructure. So I'll stop there. I'm happy to answer any questions about the election, the process, or tax implications. Like I said, it's not a tax increase, but I'll turn it over to Mr. Muirhead to talk about the resolution that's in front of you this evening. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Good evening, Mayor, Councilors. Chris Muirhead with the Model Firm. We're your bond counsel and have been working with Mark on this and Ms. Chavez. The resolution is a standard form that we use around the state. What it does is directs the Lincoln County Clerk to put this on the ballot come November. It does need to be filed, the signed resolution, with the county clerk by August 28th. So if it passes tonight, get it signed and get it sent over there. Drafted the question, as Mark indicated, to be as broad as possible with still providing enough specificity to voters so that they know what they're potentially approving. But it is very broad for public infrastructure, buildings, water, wastewater improvements. And it is the step that once you do this, you can give it to the Lincoln County Clerk and they'll take it from there. They manage and operate the elections. And then on November 3rd, it would go to the voters. If it passes, you'd have 4 years to expend the $2.5 million to issue bonds, or to issue bonds totaling $2.5 million for the projects. As Mark said, happy to answer any questions about it. This is the opportunity to get it on the ballot come November.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yes, thank you, Mayor.
Any questions?
I think there's, Mayor. We need to come up with a plan real quick here to get it to the citizens of the community that it's not going to cost them anything.
I mean, to promote for sure.
We need to promote that, whether it's radio, newspaper, or, I mean, nobody knows our meetings, so we can't tell them we're here. So
Put it on the social media platforms that we have and we'll get it pushed out.
I rest.
This was yes.
Have you guys had any experience in getting this out to the community for the purpose of them understanding what it is and not a tax on them?
Mayor and Councilor, yes, we have. In fact, the last election cycle, we worked with 10 cities or school districts who were pursuing the same type of election. Some of them were actually tax increases in those communities. Out of the 10 that we supported and helped, 8 of them won. And so the path we would recommend is to at least hold a couple different town halls. Let the public know that everybody's here to answer questions. We'll attend and be there and be available to answer factual information. I will say that the state law here, and Chris Muirhead can chime in here. State law says that the city of Rio Doce Downs can put out information as long as it's factual. And so you can print information and make sure as long as it's factual, or you cannot use state or city funds and it's to say vote for. You can just simply say that these bonds would do this. Here's what the tax impact would be, which is a zero impact from what you're currently paying to voters. So yes, we do have that experience. We're happy to prepare brochures for the community that you can distribute. We're happy to be here for a couple town halls and participate in any of that communication. And I would also suggest that I think early voting starts October 6th, somewhere around there. To have at least one town hall right before early voting starts, and then maybe another couple of weeks before the election. Just so you're making sure you're getting from there.
I think we're all in agreement that on all of those things need to happen for the benefit of the community. So, Mayor would recommend that we do that.
Further discussion or questions?
Counselor Proctor,
Aye.
Counselor Taylor,
Aye.
Counselor Gutierrez, aye, Counselor Lacewell. Aye.
Moving on to items.
Thank you, Chris.
Thank you all.
Thank you, guys. Thank you, Mayor. Thank you, counselors.
Item C, approval of resolution number 2026-19. Resolution determining reasonable notice for public meetings of the city of Ruidoso governing body, boards, commissions, and committees, and declaring the 2026 annual schedule of the governing body meetings.
I'll make a motion to discuss and approve item C, stated by the mayor.
Second.
All second?
Okay.
Okay, so,
Yes, ma'am. You have the floor.
oh, thank you. So this is a resolution, I'm, recommending that we move our, city council meetings to 2 o'clock. I think, most of the community has understood, where this group is standing, and, I would like to also address that, for financial reasons, it would probably help with, overtime costs and, comp time for some of the employees that are required to be here as well. And I like to have that in place with my family, but that's a side note. But I'm open to the discussion about it.
And on top of what Councilman Terrace just mentioned, I brought this up 2 or 3 meetings, 4 meetings back. And Maria confirmed with me and talked with me about it. She went ahead and put in for it. That's fine. Doesn't make any difference who puts it in, as long as we get it done. We have to think about the people that come to these meetings at 5:30 in the winter time when we have inclement weather. And driving home on some of these roads and stuff can get pretty dangerous. So I concur with the 2 p.m. Change, go back to what it was, because we changed it back when we last year, or 24. To 5:30, because that's what the citizens asked for, because they said they couldn't make the meetings and stuff like that. They did come for a while. We got a new position, we got 2 new counselors, a mayor. And that being said, then we've got the same people come to the meetings, and we might have 1 or 2 new faces. And I think it'd be a benefit to the citizens to go back, and to the employees of the community to go back to 2 p.m. Stay the rest of it.
Any further discussion or questions?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir, go ahead.
In general, I'm not for this. Yeah, there are a few reasons. Right off the top is the personal conflict for me. I still work full time. Middle of the afternoon on Mondays. Not a good time for me. Also, I don't know if it's coming up with Miss Winter, how that would affect her timing. And if that's been considered. As far as people showing up to these meetings, it's been my impression that people show up when they want to complain about something. Things are going along pretty smooth. People are happy and they don't feel a need for input. And I think that's my assumption of why people aren't here. That's a positive reflection on this governing body, people that are doing the work here. But that being said, moving the time would, in my opinion, create a conflict for people who would like to be here, and particularly working class people who, that we represent a large portion in this community, an outsized proportion for the amount of people that actually live here. Where it's working class community. When I went into this office, if I'd known I had to show up at 2 o'clock on Mondays, I probably wouldn't have done it. So that's kind of my take on it. One other thing, and I don't know the validity of it, but I was informed a few years back when it went from 5 o'clock to 2 o'clock, that was done to push one of the counselors out who worked full-time in Captain. Of course, there's all kinds of rumors going around that, past administration and people that were on it, but it was used as a, but it was
Leverage or
leverage. Yeah, it was used as leverage against a counselor that was butting heads. And the last thing that would worry me about this is because things are running so smooth, people seem happy with it. I think we're still under a microscope. And I sure hate to mess with things that are running smooth. This might not come up in a later date right now. Personally, I think we need to just let things roll along as they are and maintain the direction we've got and the goodwill of the people. Start changing things like that, people gonna start asking questions and it's not gonna jump in. That's my 2 cents. But it's certainly.
Ms. Lacewell?
All in agreement, moving the summer, strictly because we don't have to pay our time for the employees, but I respect Councilor Taylor's stance here. If he sent a phone, I don't think we should be changing the times.
I would make meetings regardless. So,
How much of a hardship would it be, Councilor Taylor?
well, it varies day to day. That's minor consideration from my point of view. I would put a lot more weight to the visual impact of it to the community. I think when a governing body does something like this, the first thing that crosses their mind is, are they doing this? Who are they doing it for? How is it to my benefit? And,
I think that would be an easy answer to question. The question could be easy to answer. We're doing it to save the city money. And that saves the citizens money. If we're not paying our directors, well, a lot of the directors on salary, so they don't get paid overtime anyway, but there's funk time and other things to consider.
right. Once again, I think it looks bad. If we had, county meetings run 4, 5, 6 hours, village Ruidoso meetings run 3 or 4 hours. Ours run 45 minutes, maybe an hour and a half. If we were running meetings that long, I could see how that would be a difference. In this case, once again, I think it would be better to just let things ride.
Councilor Taylor, would it benefit you any at all? If it was to move to 3 o'clock?
No, like I say, that's minor consideration. I just threw that one out there initially
Right.
because, That, I work full-time, but I am self-employed, so I get to,
I understand.
make my own schedule. My biggest concern is, down the line, cutting people out of the loop. Things are running smooth right now, but they may not stay that way. And, I think it's, more accommodating if we have these later meetings than doing it in the middle of the day. That's just how I see it.
Any further discussion? I'll go on the record and say I don't care when you have your meetings. I'll be here for any of them. I don't really have a preference, but, you guys decide what it is that you want, and we'll make it happen. Any further discussion?
Counselor Taylor?
No.
Counselor Lacewell? Counselor Dudas?
Aye.
Counselor Proctor?
Aye.
Motion carries.
And the approval of resolution number 2026-20, the resolution approving the budget adjustment request for the fourth quarter of fiscal year 2026.
Mayor, council. We had grants that came in after we had done the final budget. So the fourth quarter, I had to adjust the grant money into the lines in the budget. And then I worked 3 days trying to figure out where my predecessor was putting all the interest that the account was making into different lines. I finally got all those lines found. And everything, all the interest is in one GL line where the interest that had been cured for this year and part of last fiscal year. And those are the budget adjustments I need approval for, so I can submit that to DFA for the final budget for fourth quarter.
Mayor,
Yes, ma'am.
I move that we approve a resolution for the budget adjustment request for the fourth quarter of fiscal year 2026.
Okay, do I have a second? Second. Thank
Any discussion? Any more discussion? Or ready for roll call?
you. No, we're, yes, ma'am. I guess we do.
Sorry.
Fine.
Do you have a total? For all of the funds that were from, so there were separate accounts,
For the,
right?
for the interest,
For the
which
interest.
is 288,000 is all in that account now.
Okay.
Any further questions or discussion?
Counselor Lacewell?
Aye.
Counselor Proctor?
Aye.
Counselor Taylor?
Aye.
Counselor Dudas?
Aye.
All right. One we're looking for, we are adjourned.
Thank you, everyone.
Thanks, everybody.
Is it?